I thought that I would just film a little updates while I eat my pasta salad and some kind of green juice. I don't even know what's in it, but it looks delicious. That I got from the local cooperative, while also trying to keep an eye on Stella, who gave me like the scare of my life yesterday. Uh, so, a few days ago, I see Stella watching something. Oh, yeah, this is good. I see Stella watching something very intently outside, and it took me a few minutes to realize what it was. It was one of the dogs that lives down the street, like and around the corner, I think, had gotten into the yard and was marking her territory all over the yard, and then once she finished, she left. I guess that just gave Stella some ideas, because yesterday, when I was sent her outside to go potty and I was inside making coffee and she knew I was distracted, she decided to take it upon herself to figure out where this dog got in, and she got out and took off. And I went outside to go get her. She was nowhere in sight, so I knew something had happened. I went out the gate and was like walking around. She's over here sniffing the hole. Let me show you. Or they covered it up, thank goodness. But Stella? So naughty. Stella, get your butt over here. And there's barbed wire on it. I don't even know how she got out without injuring herself. But she got out, and she got out a few minutes before I realized it, because she was nowhere to be seen. What are you doing? Okay, I thought I got it on camera, but apparently I don't know how to press buttons. There is a hole down there, and you can still sort of see it at the bottom. They just doubled up the fence. And another one there, because the fence doesn't go like into the ground, it just kind of hovers over it. So perfect opportunity for naughty dogs to get in and out. I'm watching you, Stella. I'm watching you. So, yeah, I was in a panic. I was still in my pajamas, hadn't washed my face, had my glasses on, hair all over the place. But I was walking around over here, like outside the gate, couldn't find her. I even walked back in like this brushy, deserty property, hoping I wouldn't run into a snake. And then I was like, oh, there's like 3 levels to this place. Let me go up to the top level and see if I can look down and see her. Didn't see her. I was worried that maybe somebody actually came and like took her out of the yard. Because I know dogs get stolen a lot, especially in Mexico, unfortunately. And people down here love her because she's a pit bull, and they just love pit bulls. So, and I knew if that was the case, I'd never see her again. So I was panicking, trying to figure out how she just disappeared. And then I got in my car and drove around. Didn't see her. I talked to this guy that was doing some work around the corner. He said he'd look for her or keep an eye out. I called the lady that owns the hotel around the corner. She said that she would ask the neighbor down the street if she'd seen her and call me back. And then I went down the other way, away from the main road, just to see. Didn't see anything. I turned around and was coming back, and who do I see running behind the house on the corner? Stella. And I sped down this rocky, sandy road and ran out, and the neighbor's dogs, who run loose, saw me and were coming over, and I didn't want them to cause any problems, so I had to run, pick her fat butt up, and carry her to the car as fast as I could. And she was wiggling around and stuff, but she seemed happy. She was happy to see me. I don't think she escapes because she doesn't like me. She just wants to explore. So she didn't even get very far at all. I was walking around in the desert brush. If I had just gone a little bit farther, I probably would have run into her. But that was terrifying. And I got my Airbnb host. His father actually came out and fixed the fence today. So I'm still not letting her outside by herself anymore, so. Leave it to you, Stella. Leave it to you. And I didn't even get mad at her because I was just so happy. I really thought I maybe wasn't going to ever see her again, so. She still got to go to the beach yesterday. That is very stressful. Last thing I need is to lose my dog in Mexico. Let me try this pasta salad. Other than that, so I'm just trying to figure out my return plans home right now. Apparently in Baja, I forgot, you know, like they have, I guess, a hurricane season like everybody else because they're, you know, in the ocean. So there's been a couple, like they post every time that something could be coming this way and it fizzles out. But I didn't really think about that when I planned this trip. And also, apparently, parts of Baja, there's like a water scarcity, especially in Cabo, or like certain neighborhoods in Cabo where like the big water tanks, people can't find water to fill them, or like the companies aren't coming out to refill them or something. So that's a little scary too. But I guess other than that, it's going well. Except for my computer issues. So I have my laptop and I have my work laptop. When I was in Ensenada, they both started acting funny around the same time. My laptop more so than my work laptop. My laptop would just shut off out of nowhere, and sometimes it wouldn't turn back on for a couple days. So I took it to this guy. He really thought that there was just some dirt or dust in it, and the computer was protecting itself by shutting off. So he cleaned out the inside. Problem was still there. I had a feeling it was the charger, but I ended up not doing anything about it because it was still working a lot. And then I got down here and it's still an issue, and then my work computer started getting worse. So I took them both in to this nice guy in Todos Santos, and he said he didn't believe it was the charger on my laptop, and I just had a feeling it was the charger. So he kept it overnight, and I went to get it this morning, and he was like, yeah, it's the charger. It's like, yeah, that's what I thought it was. So it'll be like $40 just to get one. So I might be ordering that. I don't know, maybe I'll wait till I get back to the US. But my work computer, that charger, because of the kind of laptop it is, they don't have it in Mexico. They have to bring it in from the US, which is more costly and takes a lot more time. So I just spent close to it was over $50. Yeah, over $50. And it's still going to take over a week to get here. So very annoying. So I have to try to figure out, and that computer is not usable. I can't turn it on without the charger, so that kind of sucks. So that there are a lot of inconveniences that come up that, yeah, are kind of rough. And then yesterday when I took Stella to the beach, what happened? We went to our usual spot. It's Ritos Beach, where you drive and you park and the beach is right there. In the parking lot, there were 2 loose dogs with this lady that was there with her van. I don't know if she was selling stuff out of her van or what. She wasn't American, but I don't think she was Mexican, but she had an accent. But she was just standing out there, and as soon as we get out, the 2 dogs run up to us, like kind of growling and barking, and she didn't say anything. And I had to ask twice, are they friendly, before she answered me. And after they met Stella, they were friendly. They stopped growling, but it was really annoying that she, just basically ignored it. She's like, oh yeah, they're friendly, they're puppies. I was like, well, people might not want them running up to them or their dogs. Like, how do you know my dog's friendly? And how do I know that your dogs don't have fleas, or, you know, if they're vaccinated or not? And then we walked up to the beach, and as soon as, like, 2 minutes after getting onto the beach, and we're just trying to walk away to a more secluded spot, minding our own business, these two little Pomeranians run up out of nowhere barking, and they kept following us, and the owners weren't paying attention at all. I'm sure they heard their dogs barking, but they didn't even look to see what was going on. And I think it was a male dog, but he was bugging Stella. Like, he kept licking her lady parts, and she did not like it, and he wouldn't leave, and it was really annoying. So that pissed me off. So now I feel like we can't even go to the beach without being harassed by all these dogs with the irresponsible owners. So my first week here was pretty good. Oh, and I just found a hair in my pasta salad. So yeah, that's how it's going. That's nice. So I wish it was going better down here. And kind of miss the US and the conveniences that we have. So now I got to go through this pasta salad, make sure there's no other hair. So, but at least Stella's behaving herself now. Here's my delicious juice.